Hello, so this week we are looking at percussion instruments from the orchestra. So percussion instrument is any instrument that is hit to make a sound, or shaken, or scraped. So there are many different percussion instruments in the world and many different percussion instruments in an orchestra. In a band, you might hear the snare drum, and you're going to hear the snare drum and the bass drum and the hi-hat. In an orchestra, they usually have that, but they also have the big timpani. They'll have that great big gong that they have to hit, the chimes, mallets, lots of different percussion instruments right down the very small triangles that you guys are familiar with. So there are two different types of percussion instruments. One being unpitched, which means they're not going to be able to make a melody, but they sure can make a beat, like a drum, like a little clappers, castanets. These are cute little ones that were given to me by a student many years ago. Different rattles. This one came from Africa. And even different varieties of drums. This one is a Irish drum, and it's played. Oops. So a drum is an unpitched percussion instrument. Pitched percussion instruments are instruments that can make a different melody or a pitch. So this, for instance, an instrument from Africa, is played by basically striking these little tongs. And as you can hear, they make different sounds. Another tuned percussion instrument is the xylophone. Now let's see if I can rearrange this a bit so that you can see the xylophone here. There we go. So this is the xylophone, and I can't play a whole lot with just one hand. But as you can tell, it gives us a variety of different melody notes possible on it. So, lots of different instruments that you can play that are considered percussion instruments. So again, any instrument that you hit, that you shake, or that you scrape is considered a percussion instrument. So your job this week is to try to make a percussion instrument of your own. And there's a ton of different ways you can do that, from the more complex to the more simple. So this was a shaker that I made years ago out of clay, and it's got little clay beads inside, and it's just a little clay circle, and it makes a sound kind of like that. But you can keep it really simple. Here's a milk jug shaker. Here's a metal drum, aka soup can, or even a plastic container. Play the two. So your challenge this week, let's get down here, is to create a percussion instrument out of something in your house. This can be toys that you just want to make up like your own little drum set, or it can be something that you actually make and you decorate and you create an instrument out of it. So that being said, I'm going to leave you now and I'm going to let you go and start creating.